are 7,641 islands in the Philippines. But how many have we really tasted? Maybe you've been away for a while, or maybe, like me, you were born somewhere else and now you're circling back, hungry to reconnect with a culture you've only ever known in fragments. I haven't been to Iloilo, Negros, or Guimaras, 3 provinces in Western Visayas, but food has this magical way of transporting you. A single bite can take you to a place your feet have never touched. In February 2025, I got the chance to dine at Hapag, a Filipino fine dining restaurant tucked inside the Balmori Suites in Rockwell. Their thoughtfully curated tasting menu serves up flavors, stories, and heritage. Recently named one of Tatler Dining Philippines' 20 best restaurants of 2025, Hapag's tasting menu experience brought the spirit of Western Visayas straight to my table. It was a graceful dance between discovering the new and savoring the familiar, and somehow every bite still felt like home. Tara, kain tayo sa Hapag. Let's discover the taste of home together.
For your menu, this is actually inspired from Western Visayas cuisine.
Okay.
So while we are creating this menu, some of our chefs, together with our head chef, Chef Nabit, Chef 30, traveled to the Western Visayas area, particularly in the city of Iloilo, Negros, and Guimaras, just to make this menu more authentic for you guys. Thank you so much. Dish for tonight, we'd like to start you off with your noodle soup. So this one is inspired from the famous soup in Iloilo, which is they called it lapas batchoy. So this one we called it batchoy at puto. So inside of your bowl, you have our hand-pulled noodles. We drizzled it with some chili oil for a kick. It has also some pig's heart pastrami that we cured in the smoke. And then we just put some typical batchoy garnish like spring onion, fried garlic, and also some chicharron in this one.
Wow.
And for the broth, this one is made from beef tendon and pork. We boiled it for about 8 to 12 hours just to extract the collagen in this one, and of course the meat. So I'll be pouring it on top of the broth.
Oh my god. That broth is so rich in flavor. Wow. I'm like speechless. That broth is so good. I don't know what to say. The hand-pulled noodles are perfectly chewy. And now I'm dipping puto into the broth. The puto is really pillowy and has a good flavor on its own, but it's soaking up that rich and deep flavored broth really well. Oh my god. I wish there was more puto. That's so good. The chicharron is so nice and crunchy. It's still toasty even though it's soaked in the sauce or in the soup. The chicharron is still super crunchy. Oh my god. This is my first time ever trying bok choy, so now I don't know how I'm ever going to enjoy another bowl of bok choy because this is like the best flavor combination of beef deep umami flavor. It's so good.
So let me just introduce to you our chicken gizzard. On the middle is the chicken skin, and on your far left is the chicken butt. So we all know that the usual insult is a meat base, but here in the Hapag version we use the innards of the chicken to make more sustainable. And to marinate for this one is 2 days with lemongrass, ginger, and garlic, and we slow grill it on the grill. And I hope you have a wonderful evening. Answer.
Thank you. I've never had chicken gizzard. I wasn't expecting that texture. It has a really good flavor, but I thought it would be soft for some reason. And it has a lot of bite to it. Like, it's not hard, but it has bite to it. And It's really dense, but the flavor is really, really good, especially with the dipping sauce that I made. I'm gonna try it without the dipping sauce. That texture is so interesting to me. I love it. And the glaze on here is nice. Even without the dipping sauce, it already has a lot of flavor. It's like savory and sweet a little bit on the sauce. And my sausawan is more on the cinnamon vinegar than the toyo, because I like my food to be a little bit more maasim, but that's just my preference. Wow. I guess I love gizzards. This is the skin. It's chewy, a little fatty. The sauce on this is good too, but a little bit more on the savory side compared to the one on the gizzards. It tastes really good with the sausawan because my sausawan's a little bit more maasim, and because the chicken skin is a little bit on the fattier side, I like that the acidity of the cinnamon is cutting through like the fattiness of the chicken skin. And this is the tail. I'm gonna try it without the sauce. This is also very tender. The glaze on this is a little bit more sweet compared to the one on the chicken skin, and a little sweeter than the one that's on the gizzard, but it's still good. I think next time what I would do though is I would put one of each skewer on my plate and then take turns biting in between, just because I would like the contrast of the textures if I went between the skin, the gizzard, and the tail, so that it's like soft, fatty, dense with a bite, and then back to fatty rather than like bite, fatty, soft, fatty, soft. But just my preference. But overall, it's like another really, really great dish.
For your next course is a fish course. So this is kinilaw. So this is rooted from an ancient Filipino cooking method, which means cooking raw seafood or raw fish in vinegar or on any citrus liquid. And of course, this menu is very special to me. So it showcases the stories of my region, of course the stories of my people, and of course the food that we eat on a daily basis. So this type of kinilaw is a inspiration from a kinilaw master. His name is Anting Bato. So he came from a fisherman's family at the coastal city of Sagay. So what he did that inspires us even more to recreate this dish is he just seasoned his fish with just 3 simple ingredients that we found in our kitchen, namely salt, ginger, and calamansi. For him to not overcook the fish by the vinegar, and of course to highlight the freshness and the rich marine biodiversity of the coastal city of Sagay. So on those plates, what we have there is 3 types of fish. So on top of that is a dorado, or local known as mahi-mahi, or a dolphin fish. Top it with a pickled baby cucumbers and some micro Mizuna lettuce that tastes like wasabi. And of course, locally grown on Negros Island. And on the right side is a diced tanige, or a Spanish mackerel, topped with pickled onions and fresh onions as well. And lastly, which is my personal favorite, that's a yellow bean tuna on the bottom, accompanied with pickled jalapenos for gentle kick. And of course, a side of a pickled gamet. So that's a black seaweed, a local delicacy from Ilocos Norte. And I would really suggest you can put a little bit of those black seaweed for your best experience on those fish right before you dip it on a special vinegar. So if you look at your menu on the bottom left of your menu, so this is a cacao criollo. So this came from a single variety of origin of cacao, cultivated of course in Negros Island with my friend Chris Fadriga, who cultivates this heirloom ingredient. And of course, this was introduced to us by the Spaniards during the Galleon Age in exchange for some gold and silver. And luckily enough, came during the slow food movement that preserving the local communities of this heirloom cacao. So those vinegars also are the drippings of the least fermented cacao. Actually, those dried leaves in front of you came from cacao tea. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the courses. Thank you.
So the chef said to put some of the gamit on top of the fish before you dip it into the special suka that is here. Let's see. It's so fresh and like slightly sweet. The fish is like slightly sweet. I want to try the gummet just by itself. Oh, the gummet's kind of sweet. So good. That fish is super good. Like super tender, juicy, and like perfectly acidic. The gummet has some sweetness to it, and this special suka is very sour. But really, really good. So good. I love sour food. And I love microgreens too, actually. This one's a little spicy. Wow. All of the fish was super fresh. And the gimmet and the suka just adds such a special flavor to it all. And the fish all had different textures. They were all super, super good. I don't even have the words to describe what I'm eating right now because I'm just like a little bit mind blown, but this is probably the best kinilaw I've ever had. It's really special, really good.
This next course is called tambo. Tambo is a Bacolod term for a young bamboo shoot. And here we also added a corn custard under it. This corn custard is made with corn puree and eggs, then we steamed it. And on top we also added a sweet corn, talbos ng kamote or sweet potato leaf, and lastly blue crabs from Negros. It is a hand-picked crabs from the fishermen of Negros. And here we will also add a crab sauce. This crab sauce is made with coconut milk and crab because coconut milk will always complement the flavor of the bamboo shoot.
I'm really excited to try this because I love gata and corn. I don't think I've ever had gata and corn together before. It's gonna be good. Wow. That gata goes so well with the bamboo shoots and the crab. And I love the like crunchiness of the corn. Well, it's not crunchy, but it's crisp, you know? And it's nice to have those bites in there. And the corn's also adding an element of sweetness to this dish. And I think that's going really well with the crab. Really, really good. That was like perfect. I loved it. Amazing. Spectacular. Give me 14 more.
And for tonight, this is your bread course or the piyaya. For this one, we made it into a savory one. So if you saw the jars outside, those are our ferment jars, and we got one excellence there, which was sweet potato miso. And we also added burro. So for the sides naman, it's shrimp salad with chimichurri and nactanese. On top are pancit pancitan, edible flowers, and caviar. So I suggest when you eat it like a sandwich or a taco. So the piyaya, then you put a bit of the salad and you bite it all at once. Yeah, so I hope you enjoy. Thank you.
The piyaya is so crispy on the outside. It's like really well toasted. And the center's chewy. And the filling is really nice and fresh, but also has a lot of like umami and salty, savory elements to it. It's a nice little taco sandwich but like very unique. I've never had a savory piaya before. The piaya that I know, similar to what Chef said, is always been sweet. So I love this take on a piaya, and the piaya here is really tasty.
Hello, good evening. I'm back again, but this time for the palate cleanser. So before I start with the palate cleanser, how was the piaya?
So delicious. My favorite type of piaya ever.
Oh my gosh, that's
Ever.
so good to hear. So yeah, for this one, this is the batuan sorbets. Under naman are pickled kamyas and above are pickled roselles. So all three are souring agents from the Philippines, but we made it into a palate cleanser to show everyone how we can use the produce even.
It's sour and a little salty as the palate cleanser. And I also like the crunchy ingredients that are included with the sorbet, so that there's the contrast. Very bright, tart, and refreshing palate cleanser.
So this is your main course, and we call it salo-salo or together. So salo-salo is a kind of Filipino tradition where we are gathering together and just celebrate. So here we prepare two kinds of viands. The first one is you have the KBL, this one. So KBL stands for Kadios Baboy. So inside of your bowl, you have our pork belly. We sous vide it for about 8 hours to make it tender. It has also some chorizo, which is our local sausage. And then on top of that, you have the lampa or the jackfruit, and finish it with some deep-fried chili leaves. The next one is the sinugbang adobado. So this is a grilled red snapper. On top of that, you have the adobado sauce. So it's kind of tangy and sweet. You just complement that with some spiced chimichurri to balance everything out and put on top of your dish. And we just finish it with some thinly sliced scallions, cilantro, fried garlic, and some edible peppers.
Wow.
And the next one is the rice. We call that kalo-kalo sa kalkag. Kalo-kalo is a local grain. Kalkag is a small shrimp. And lastly, one of my favorite, actually, the ensalada. This is a grilled pechay. It was in our 7-month-old mango vinegar.
Right off the bat, when they served the rice, I could already smell the small shrimp. It was so aromatic. And I love the flavor that the shrimp adds to the rice. That saltiness, and I also love the crunch. And the fish is very well cooked. It has strong flavors of lemongrass, and I love that they're greens. And she said the pechay was her favorite, so I'm excited to try this. The pechay is cooked really well. There's still a bite to the greens. And that tells me that it's cooked well, not overcooked. And there is like an acidic element to the pechay, which is nice. Really like bright and savory. Really well seasoned. Oh my god, this pechay is so good.
So this is our last course for this evening. I hope you guys enjoyed your time with us. Let me explain what's in front of you. So the first thing is our Criollo chocolate ice cream. So Criollo cacao is one of the rare varieties of the now being produced not just here in the Philippines but around the world. It's originally from Mexico, and it's very picky with the land it grows on, hence it doesn't really grow everywhere. But it was brought here to the Philippines centuries ago when we were still a Spanish colony, and then it sort of became lost throughout time until a man named Chris Fadriga was able to find it growing in the wild while he was hiking. Well, that's how the story goes. And then he started cultivating it in his home region of Negros. And well, since he started, he's been winning awards with his chocolate, and then right now he's one of the biggest producers of Criollo cacao.
Wow.
And then on top, we just have our Barquillos paper. It's a thin village sheet of chocolate that we bake until it's crisp. And then we have tungkol salt, which is one of the artisanal salts produced here in the Philippines. It's made in Guimaras. The way it's made is by burning some driftwood, and then they use the ashes as a filter for the salt water. It imparts a smoky flavor to the salt, and then they also mix in some coconut milk before they mold it into bricks like that.
Ooh, the Barquillos is so fragile and toasty. Oh, it has the Barquillos itself has a really nice chocolate flavor. And it's crisp while still being really delicate and fragile. Has a really nice texture. That ice cream is so rich. It's really thick and creamy. And the chocolate is very nice. It's like a very dark chocolate, but really smooth. And the crispiness of the Barquillos is a nice contrast to the very thick and creamy ice cream. Very nice.
So these are two very popular desserts from Mendoz. The first one is the Napoleones from Bacolod. Inside you're gonna find our toasted rice pastry. Then we paired it with some mangoes from Guimaras. On top is a pineapple glaze and then some sweet walnuts. And then right next to it is our peanut butterscotch, which is inspired by the peanut bars from a shop called Emalaxons in Sydney. The recipe that they've been using has been in their family for almost 100 years now, and the chefs really loved it. And then they wanted to have their own version of it. So for our version, we use some mascarpone sugar from Sagay, and then of course some peanuts. So please enjoy.
Thank you. This is so pretty. It has so many different layers to it. So there's a mango in there. And the mango is really sweet. It's from Guimaras, so it's like the best mango. I do think that the layers of the pastry kind of tend to like be the most prominent flavor of this dessert. So it's not overly sweet. It's chewy and crispy as well, because at the bottom it's very toasty and on the sides it's very toasty. But you can tell like this level of skill that's needed to create a dessert that beautiful and execute it to that level is like really high. And this is the butterscotch. And I love that it has nuts on the inside. It has a really strong like roasted peanut flavor, which I wasn't expecting. And it's not sweet. Normally when I think of like a butterscotch, I think of something super sweet, but this one's not sweet at all. It's really dense and like moist on the inside. If you're someone who doesn't like sweet desserts, you'll like this a lot, especially if you like nutty flavor. This is the dessert for you. Very nice.
Wow, what an incredible dining experience. After my last bite, I found myself wondering, how often do we overlook the stories that food can tell? That night, every detail felt like a love letter to heritage. Each dish carried a story, thoughtful, heartfelt, and of course, lahat sobrang masarap. But what lingered wasn't just the flavor, it was the feeling, a quiet stirring, a deep desire to rediscover our own, the flavors, the stories, the roots woven into every bite. As I walked away, heart full, senses awakened, I was reminded that a single meal can stir a deeper kind of hunger, for culture, for connection, for home. And I hoped others felt it too, that gentle pull toward our roots, whether we're in Manila or thousands of miles away.